Alrighty, guys, so welcome back to this your host, ID Jester. We got a 3-game series at home against the Houston Astros. 3-game series. This is game number 43-ish. What are we at? 35, 44? Is that where we're at? 44 after tonight? Here's their their lineups. Holiday in left field, Jay in center, Berkman in right, Descalso at third, Terrio at short, Craig at second, Pools at first, Kyle Lose -3 pitching, Molina -3 catching for the Cardinals. Let's go ahead and get things rolling here. There we go. Alrighty. So Kyle Lose is a right-hander. He is 6-0 with a 1.44 ERA. So let's see if Kyle Lose can continue his unbeaten streak here against the Astros. Top of the first inning, 6-5 lefty. He's going to start the game off with walking. He's going to walk the first man up. As Michael Bourne, he's a double-A Steeler, but against Los and Molina, it's going to take him down to a 1-12. 1-12. So we're trying to get something going early. Double-A Steeler. Maybe not this. Maybe not this early. Let's see. Angel Sanchez is now up. That's a 4-10 right-hander, 4-10, and that's a fly ball. It's going out to Berkman in right field. He'll make the catch. That's a fly out, dummy. Out to right field again. There we go. So one out now for Hunter Pence. Hunter Pence playing for the Astros 2011. 6'4 right-hander, 6'4 catcher X. That's Molina. He's a 1E1. Doesn't get much better than that. 1-20 is going to be a great play. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 on the E1 is nothing. So G1 with the runner at first. A G1 with the runner at first. Alrighty, so that is going to be, look at the chart, runner at first, infield is normal, it is going to be a double play. Molina jumps out from behind the plate, throws it to Terrio, and Terrio throws it to Pujols' side, retired on the ground out double play, out. It's going to go catcher to short to first. Great play there by Molina. And now let's set things for Houston. So you got Lee in left field, Bourne in center field, Pence in right field, Johnson at third, Barnes at short, Sanchez in second, Wallace at first, Norris +0 pitching, Quintero -1 behind the plate. They'll be going up against Terrio here to start things off. He is a right-hander. So he's a 6'5 right-hander, 6'5 ground ball shortstop X. That's Barnes. He is, what is Barnes? He is a 2E16. 2 at shortstop E16. 15, 16, 17, 18. And it won't be an error, and that will be a good play. So Barnes makes it, ground out, short to first on the ground out by Terrio. John Jay's up. John Jay had a good game yesterday. Let's see if he can continue his good play here for the Cardinals. 1-12 right-hander. That is going to be line out second base Max. Line out, fortunately, it's not going to be more than one. Thank God. Albert Pujols, bottom of the first inning, still no score. Albert Pujols, 14 home runs in the season now, 40 RBIs. 4-12 right-hander. That's a ground ball pitcher X. Norris, what is he? He is an 3E23. Not great. 3-20 is going to get to it. 14 on an E23 of 14, and there is no 14. 10, 11, 12, 16, 17, 18. So it's going to be a good play by Norris, unfortunately. Thought we had a chance there. Didn't quite work out for us. We go through one complete, no score here in St. Louis. Top of the second, Carlos Lee up for the Astros. 5-10, right-hander, 5-10, fly ball. John Jay waits on it and makes the catch. That brings up Brett Wallace. Brett Wallace batting .238 on the season. That is a 1-7 against the right-hander. 1-7. Steve Reich, 3 called on the outside corner. Did not like that pitch, but it curved right in there from Kyle Lose. The big right-hander put that one in there perfectly. Johnson's up. 2 outs now in the top of the second. 3-6. Right-hander, 3-6. And that one is hit into the gap. John Jay's not going to get to that when it bounces off the wall. Johnson rounds first. He heads to second. He'll be in there with a stand-up double, 2-out double by Johnson. First hit of the ball game goes to the Astros here in the top of the second inning. Clint Barnes is up, shortstop. 4-4, right-hander, 4-4. That's a ground ball, shortstop X. That's Terrio. He's a 4E33. E33, 13, 15, 16, all bad numbers. That's a 12. Now, can he get to it with a 4 and a 6? 4 and a 6 is no, a single one. So one advance on the single. One base advance on the single as Terrio could not quite get it, knocked it down, kept it in the infield. Runners at the corners of 2 outs for, with the pitcher due up next, Quintero. They're only batting 178. We're going to go ahead and pitch to him, I think. 5-6, right-hander, 5-6, pops him up. Off the end of the bat, Terrio comes in and makes the catch. That is going to retire the side. So they put 2 on, but they cannot score, and they leave the pitcher due up, start off the next inning. That brings up Matt Holliday. That's a 1-8 versus a right-hander 1-8. That's a ground ball. That's going to Barnes. He's going to pick it up and swing it over to first in time for the out. 1 out. That brings up Lance Berkman. 12 home runs, 33 RBIs, 362 average for Lance. 2-4 against the righty. 2-4 is going to be a walk. So he earns himself a walk. Fouled off a couple of pitches there. And finally, Bud Norris was unable to get one in there he liked. And don't bounce under the table. Stupid dice. I got it. Okay. Berkman, not much of a threat to steal. That brings up Alan Craig. Craig has got 4 home runs, 14 RBIs, 57 plate appearances. And hits that one foul. Bud Norris, right-hander for the Astros. 6'10", right-hander. 6'10", it's a fly ball. That's going out to Hunter Pence. He waits on it, high pop fly, and makes the catch out there in right field. 2 outs now for Yadier Molina. Molina, 7 home runs, 22 RBIs. Molina only hit 14 home runs in the regular season. We are only in game number 44. And he's got 7 already, halfway there, halfway home, as we like to say. 5'8", right-hander, 5'8", and that one's going to be hit to left field. And out there is Carlos Lee. He makes a diving stop at it, and what a play out there, robbing a double from Yadier Molina out there in left field. And we go to the top of the third, still scoreless. Bud Norris is up. He is a weak righty. 2-5, strike 3 called. Strike 3. So through the lineup once. Let's see how the lineup goes through the second time through against Carlos. 2-6 against the right-hander, 2-6, and that one is going to be in the gap again. Bourne has got it down, and it's going to roll. John Jay can't get to it, bobbles it a little bit, and Bourne is aboard with a leadoff double for the Astros. Second hit of the ball game. I'm sorry, third hit of the ball game for the Astros. Angel Sanchez is up. Runner second, nobody out, no score here. There we go. Let's do that. There we go. 3-7. 3-7 against the right-hander. 3-7 is a fly ball. It's going out to center field. John Jay comes in and makes that catch. Wonderful catch out there by John Jay in center field. He ran about 80 feet on that one to make that catch. Hunter Pence is up. He's 0 for 1. 4-5 right-hander. That's a ground ball back to Stereo here. Let's see if we can get to this one. E33 again is going to be 13, 15, 16. Oh, it's a good play, but again, he cannot get to it. A 3 from a 4 is going to be a double. Single 2 bases, though. Single 2 bases, and that's going to score a run as once again, Terrio cannot get to the ball. So Hunter Pence drives one in. He's a C stealer, but again, against Los and Molina, not a good combo to run on. Carlos Lee, 2-11, and that's a line out to third base, and Descalso makes a good catch out there. Line out to third. Brett Wallace is, it's the end of the inning, but the Astros pick up a run as Terrio cannot make the play. Descalso's up. And he hit a foul because it bounced right out of it. Descalso, the left-hander, Bud Norris, the righty. 6-7 against the lefty. That's a fly ball. That's going out to Carlos Lee. He's going to wait on it and makes the catch out in left field for the first out. That brings up Kyle Lose. He's a weak righty. Oh, and it bounced all the way off my table, off the back wall, and came all the way back out to my toes. Wow, that was pretty lucky. Kalos is a 5-4, weak righty, 5-4. Catcher X. Quintero, 3-4. Ah, Jesus. Why am I missing it today? 3-4. 3 and a 7. Is that going to be good enough? Let's see. 3 and a 7 is a PP, and a 10 should be fine on the E4, and it is. PP result says batter pops out to the catcher. Okay, pop fly to the catcher. Pops out to the catcher. And now, with 2 outs here in the bottom of the third inning, it is Ryan Terrio, Mr. I can't get to any ball hit on my side of the field. 5-5 right-hander. 5-5 is a strikeout. That is the first strikeout by Cardinals hitting tonight. But unfortunately, we're through 3, and it's 1-0 Astros. That brings up Brent Wallace, top of 4. 4-7 lefty, 4-7 strike 3, and that was a swing and a miss. That brings up Chris Johnson, doubled his first time up. 5-3 right-hander. That's ground ball pitcher X. Kalos is a 1-0. Probably not much of a chance for an error or anything bad to happen. So Kalos is going to make the play. Ground out pitcher to first. So having those results is actually going to be a good thing for us for a change. Just range plays and error plays and Kalos, who's a 1-0. Clint Barnes, 6-12 against a righty. That's a ground ball first base X. That's Pujols. He's a 1E13. 11, 13, and 17 are bad numbers. And that is an 11. Oh boy. E13. That's going to be an E1 as Pujols lets that get under the glove. And, oop, that's not a single. That is an error. One base error. There we go. And that's going to be an error on Pujols. So defense not helping Kyle Lose today. Clint Barnes, he's a D. Tribe fan, how you doing, buddy? We are in the top of the fourth inning. It is 1-0 Astros. Clint Barnes is at first. Quintero due up. That is a, what is that, 6'8" right-hander, 6'8". And that is going to be hit in the gap, and that is going to fall in. John Jay tracks it down. He sees Barnes headed to third. He makes the throw, not in time, and that will be a double for Quintero. That put runners at second and third with 2 outs, and due up is Bud Norris here. Weak right-hander. 2-4 and strikes out Bud Norris to end the threat here in the fourth. Big strikeout there. We needed to get that one. And we will go to the bottom of the fourth inning. Still 1-0 Houston Astros. Kyle Lose pitching for the Cardinals. Bud Norris for the Astros. John Jay 0 for 1. The Cardinals still have not got a hit on the board, actually. 4-7. Left-hander 4-7 is a strikeout. So Bud Norris so far through 4 innings, I guess 3 complete, since we're in the fourth inning. He has a no-hitter going against the Cardinals. 1 out now for Albert Pujols. 2-7 against the right-hander, 2-7. That's a ground ball to short. Barnes makes the play there for the Astros, throws it on target, and there is 2 away. That brings up Matt Holliday. We're in the bottom of the fourth, 1-0 Astros. 3-5 is a walk. So he walks. I believe that's his second runner he's let on by walk, but no hits so far. That brings up Lance Berkman. We're in the bottom of the fourth, 1-0 Astros. 6-7 against the lefty. 6-7. Ground ball second base X. That's Sanchez. He's a 3-5 at second. That's only 16 and 18 will be errors. 16 and 18. Nope. But is he going to get to it? A 3 and a 3. And nope. That's going to be a single one base advance, as that is the first hit for the Cardinals. And Berkman gets it as Sanchez is only able to knock it down. And there is runners at first and second for Alan Craig. So the Cardinals finally with their first hit in the bottom of the fourth inning. 6-6 right-hander, 6-6 strikes him out. And that's going to do it. So the Cardinals get a couple men on, but can't capitalize on the first hit of the ballgame. We go to the fifth. 1-0 Astros. That brings up Michael Bourne. He's 1 for 1 with a double. 2-7, and that's going to be a single by Bourne to lead things off. He is a double-A stealer. And even Kyle Lose with the -3 and Molina with the -3. Michael Bourne might go. He is going on the pitch. He's thrown out by Yadier Molina. Caught stealing. That's going to go catcher to second baseman there. So Bourne gets a single, gets a little greedy, but has to try and get in the scoring position. Only up 1 run. They tried to get things rolling here. Angel Sanchez 0 for 2. 4-7. 4-7 is a ground ball to Terrio at short. He's going to make the play. Perfect throw over there to Pujols. Pujols just snaps it out of the air, and that will be the second out of the inning. Hunter Pence 1 for 2 with an RBI. 2-4 is a ground ball. That's to Craig. Craig flips it underhand over to Pujols. and the side will be retired. So we will go to the bottom of the fifth. Still 1-0 Astros. Cardinals with one hit tonight. Yadier Molina, 6'10" right-hander. 6'10" is a fly ball out to Hunter Pence in right field. He'll make the catch for the out. Easy out there as Yadi popped that one up. That brings up Daniel Descalso, who's 0 for 1. 6'2" lefty, and that is a single by Daniel Descalso. 6'2" is a single for a left-hander. Descalso de-stealer, though. And Kyle Lose is up. Kyle Lose is a seam bunter. Ugh. Takes him down to a deep bunter because the corners are going to come play in, obviously. Oh, and he rolled a 12. Wow. Batter pops out into double play. Lead runner's out. Wow. Nice play by Lose there, who pops it up straight up. And Descalso will also be out. It's going to go catcher to first on the double play. We'll call that a 2-3 double play to end the inning. And Kyle Lose does not help his cause at all. All right, that brings up Carlos Lee. Lose can go 6. We're in the top of the 6th. So point of weakness inning here. 6'11" right-hander. 6'11" is a solid single. Start things off. That is hit number 7 for the Astros. They've got a total of 1 run so far. Carlos Lee, de-stealer. He's not going anywhere. Unless you're a double-A, you're not even going to try to run on Molina. We know that. Brett Wallace is up. And he hit a foul. Brett Wallace is 0 for 2. And you know what? Yeah. That is a 1-3. And it's ground ball. That's hit to Terrio. Terrio flips it over to Craig. Craig gets it at the bag, throws, and 2 Pujols in time. Out is the call for a 6-4-3 double play. So Brett Wallace grounds into the double play, and that brings up Chris Johnson, 1 for 2 with the double. And that one is hit foul. Beautiful night here in St. Louis. It's 62 degrees, a little slight wind coming in from right field. And it's a 5-4, and that is going to be to third base. That's Descalso. 2 E13. 13 is 11, 16, and 18. 11, 16, and 18. That is a 13. A 2 and a 5 is the question, though. Let's look at 2 and 5. 2 and 5 is going to be good. So Descalso gets to it, throws it over in time to retire the side. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Point of weakness for Bud Norris, who's given up a total of 2 hits to Cardinals hitting so far. Ryan Terrio is 0 for 2. That is a 2-2 walk for a leadoff walk by Terrio. Oh, excuse me. That one came out of nowhere. Sorry about that. I put that guy in the wrong spot. Sorry. That brings up John Jay, runner first. Nobody out. 1-0 Astros. Does John Jay. He is a good bunter. They are expecting the bunt here. Are they expecting it? Bottom of 6th inning. They're going to play corners in. Corners are going to play in. John Jay. Does he take the bunt? Does he take the bunt? He is batting .390 on the season. He is going to swing away. That is a 6-8 against the lefty. 6-8. And that one is hit well. It's going into left center field. Bourne after it, leads after it. Rounding second, heading to third is Terrio. And that is a single by John Jay. No bunt needed as he's going to move that runner all the way to third base with nobody out for the Cardinals. And they're going to have a meeting on the mound here with Bud Norris. He says he's okay. Wants to stay in there. He's had a good pitching performance up until now. And there's Clinton Parks. How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. We're in the bottom of the 6th inning, 1-0 Astros with the Cardinals now with runners at the corners with nobody out. Walk to Terrio and a single by Jay that moves the runner over to third. And Albert Pujols is up for the Cardinals. 6-8 right-hander, 6-8, and that is going to be a line out right at Johnson. Johnson runs to the back. Terrio runs back and just barely gets back in time. Line out to third. So Pujols rocketed one down the line, but Johnson was playing it. Terrio ran it well, dove back just in time, so Johnson didn't double him off. And that brings up Matt Holliday. Walks and 0 for 1 in a walk. That is a 4-5 right-hander. 4-5 is a strikeout. That was a 3-2 pitch, and that was on the inside corner. Called third strike. Holliday not happy. He heads back to the dugout, chirping a little bit. And now there's quickly 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Cardinals still have runners at first and third. Lance Berkman 1 for 1 with a walk. The switch hitter. Can Norris get out of this inning? That is a 5-6. He's going to be a lefty, 5-6. And that is a strikeout. So back-to-back strikeouts by Bud Norris. And he slams his fist into his mitt as he heads out back to the dugout. And we go to the 7th. Still 1-0 for the Astros. The only run coming in the 3rd inning. Bud Norris has only given up 3 hits to Cardinals so far. And Clint Barnes is due up. Oop. Drop that damn dice again. Don't you go anywhere. All right. Kyle Lose will be on a short leash now as we enter into the 7th inning. It's a 4-9 against the right-hander, and that is hit well. It's over Jay's head. That was a moonshot. It bounces off the wall, comes back to Jay. Barnes heads around first and heads to second. He's going to be in there sliding head first with once again another leadoff double for the Astros. This has got to be about their 3rd or 4th inning. They started with a leadoff double, and they only have 1 run to show for it. Quintero is up. Quintero is up with the pitcher spot due up next. So that might be it for Bud Norris if they can get Quintero on. Oops. He hit it foul. Giorgio's cousin is invading your game. I don't get it, Tribe fan. Sorry. Giorgio. I don't know who's Giorgio. Sorry. Quintero? Giorgio? Quintero. Arms at second. Quintero at the plate. Molina gives the sign to Los. The pitch. 4-8 right-hander. And that's a line out right at shortstop. Terrio throws it over to Craig. Barnes dives back just in time. No double play on that, but it is a line out too short. So that with the pitcher spot up, do they leave Norris in or they pinch hit for him? They're up 1-0. He can only go, let's see, point of weakness is 6, so he could go 7-8. He could go into the 8th inning. We're only in the top of the 7th. So the potential's there to pitch some more if they want him to. The question is, opportunities like this, we are going to let him hit. I actually have it on computer managing Houston, so I don't have to deal with it. So the computer leaves Bud Norris to hit, so I'm just going to let it do its thing. 4-5. He is a weak righty. 4-5. That is a ground ball shortstop X. Oh boy. That's Terrio again. E33 is a 13, 15, 16. And, oh, once again, he's not going to get to it. This is the third time we've had this play to Terrio. Every time he's made the error check, and 2 of the 3 times he's failed the range check. 3 on a 4 is going to be what again? 3 on a 4 on a 3 is going to be a single 2-base advance. And that's how they scored their last run. The exact same way. They hit it to Terrio. He couldn't make the play. He couldn't get the range play. And they got a 2-base advance on it. Exact same thing. Terrio, you are killing me, my man. You are killing me. So the pitcher spot gets a RBI single. That brings up Michael Bourne, who's 2 for 2 with a double. It's now 2-0, top of 7. 6'9" lefty. And that one, oh, too bad. He has weak power. Michael Bourne would have been a home run, but that is going to be a single 2 stars for Michael Bourne, who's 2 for 2 with a double. He almost hit a home run. Too bad he has weak power. So that is going to be a single 2 stars. And that's going to be it for Kyle Lose, as he's given up runners at the corners again with only 1 out. And the Cardinals are going to be bringing in. They're going to be bringing in Jason Mott. If I can find his card, that is. There he is. So Jason Mott coming in for the Cardinals. Replacement. Yeah, he can go at least 1 inning here. All right. So, Jason Mott comes in for the Cardinals. He's a +3, -3 for Molina. Runners at the corners, 1 out. Ground ball double play is what they're looking for, so they're going to play back 2-0 Astros. (1-10). He is a right-hander, and that's a pop-up. It's a high pop fly. Wind is pushing that from left to right at 6 miles an hour. Calling everyone off is going to be Terrio at short. He makes the catch, and that is going to retire Angel Sanchez. So now big pressure here. Jason Mott against Hunter Pence. 1 for 3 is Pence with an RBI. 2-0 Astros. 1-9. That's going to be a fly ball right field. Berkman makes the catch. Side retired. So Jason Mott comes in and does his job. And we go to the bottom of the 7th. It's stretch time here in St. Louis. And trivia time for Tribe Fan and Clinton Parks and anyone else that wants to answer this question. In 1968, this Dodger pitcher established a record for the most consecutive scoreless innings pitched by a righty with 58. This record was since been broken in 1980, but who set this record in 1968? Dodger pitcher established a record for most consecutive scoreless innings pitched by a righty with 58 in 1968. Let's see if either of our wonderful baseball experts out there know who it is. We'll give you the answer in the top of the 8th inning, but right now we got to deal with the bottom of the 7th. Right now the Cardinals are down 2 runs. It could be a lot worse. The Astros have 10 hits. There's been 2 range plays that have been failed, and they also have 1 error. So to be only down 2, the Cardinals have to be counting their blessings. Alan Craig, that is a 5-3. Ground ball first base X, that's Wallace. He's a 4E11. 11 is a 6-8, 15, 3 or 18. 6, 7, 8, and I believe that was on the number there on the 11. 6, 7, 8, and he is an E11. Once again, there is an E1 and a 4. I don't know if he still made the play. 4 and an 8. He does make the play, but then error as he flips it over to Norris. He flips it over his head, and that's going to be a one-base error on the first baseman. So everything is going so well for so long for Houston. Can they hold it together here in the bottom of the 7th? Craig, not much of a threat to steal, but they could put a better runner in for Craig. That is for sure. Our normal second baseman here. Well, I'm just looking through to see if there's somebody. Oh, somebody. Somebody that's a little bit faster than him, anyways. Who do we have on the bench, actually? Let's see who we have on the bench. We have Green, Hamilton, Laird, Pete Cosma. Really? I haven't seen his name for a while. Where has he been hanging out? Pete Cosma. I don't even see his card. Why do I not see Pete Cosma's card? Oh, I know why. I won't get into it right now, but I know why. Pete Cosma. I actually do not see Pete Cosma's card at all anywhere. I might have to print one out at work. Let's look at this card here online, Pete Cosma. He's not the Pete Cosma we know and love, that's for sure. Not in 2011, he's not. Who else do we have? We have Rasmus. He's our center fielder. Hamilton, Laird, and Green. Green can play second base. He's also a run rating of 1-16 and an A stealer. So I think we're going to make a defensive substitution, and Alan Craig out. Coming in to pinch run for him is going to be Tyler Green. So Alan Craig out, and Green comes in. He will take over second base when the inning is over. We don't have any fast runners anyways, but that brings up Yanni or Molina. Now, Green is an A stealer too, so that's also a thing. That is also a thing. Norris is a 0. Quintero is a -1, so a -3 from the A. -3 from A takes you down to a 1-12, so still only 60% chance. Getting into scoring position would be nice here. We're in the bottom of the 7th inning. Clinton Park says the answer is Don Drysdale for our pitcher. The question was, in 1968, which this Dodger pitcher established a record for the most consecutive innings pitched by a right-hander, scoreless innings pitched by a right-hander with 58. It was broken in 1980, but we'll see if he's right at the beginning of the next inning. So do we try to steal, get into scoring position? Do we risk it? 1-12. Yachty at the plate. Here comes the windup, the sign, the pitch, and he stays, so no advance. 2-7 by Yanni. That's going to be a fly ball. That's going to center field. Fly out to center for Yanni for the first out. That brings up Daniel Descalso, 1 for 2 with the pitcher spot due up next. Descalso, 1 for 2. He's a left-hander. I believe in Daniel. Come on, Daniel. 1, 4, and he earned himself a walk. There you go, Daniel. Just like the man said. Walk it. Walk it. Walk it good. Or something like that, anyways. So, definitely going to be bringing in somebody else here. So, we have a choice between Hamilton, Laird. Who else do we have on the bench? Hamilton, Laird, Cosman, Rasmus. Colby is a lefty. Colby is a left-hander. I think Laird is a righty. Cosmo, we don't know. He's a right-hander, I believe. And actually, Hamilton's a lefty as well. Mark Hamilton. I think we're going to bring in Colby Rasmus here. Colby Rasmus is coming in for a pinch hit opportunity. He got the night off, most of it anyways. So Colby Rasmus against Bud Norris. We are in the bottom of the 7th. It is 2-0 Astros. Runners at first and second for the Cardinals. One out in the bottom of the 7th. Rasmus, the lefty, Bud Norris, the righty. Of course, see, they could counter that and bring in a left-hander, right? Let's see who they actually brought in the game. They do have a lefty, Sergio Escalona, that played in this game. Do they believe Rasmus is going to hit off of Norris? They don't believe it, so they're going to leave Norris out there. As a 5-5 lefty, and that is a walk, and that will be it for Norris. They were hoping to get through, but they can't, as it's now bases loaded and only one out. So Bud Norris will be out, and coming in will be Endero del Rosario. It's going to be Enrico del Rosario, the right-hander, coming in for Bud Norris here. So bases are juiced for Ryan Theriot. Terrio's 0 for 2 with the walk. Bases loaded. We're in the bottom of the 7th. One out. Can Theriot deliver here? Go Stros, says Zach. Thanks for coming by, Zach. Appreciate it. We're in the bottom of the 7th, 2-0 Astros. And here we go. Here comes the pitch from Desario. As a 6-3 right-hander, it's a fly ball right field X. Hunter Pence is a 2E7. And I got to remember what that was. It was an X, so I don't have to worry about. Okay. So right field, 2E7. Right fielder, 2E7. 16, 5, 15, and 18 are all errors. 16, 15, 6, and 18. That is an 11. That won't be an error, but a 1 on a 2, and that might be problems. That is going to fall in for a double two-base advance. A double two-base advance as Theriot delivers for the Cardinals, and this game is tied on the double two-base advance by everyone, as Hunter Pence could not get to that one. Green scores, Descalso scores, Rasmus moves to third, Theriot moves to second on the double, a 1 on the 20-sider. The curse of death, double two-base advance, and this game is tied in the bottom of the 7th, 2-2, and it's not over yet as John Jay comes up, followed by Pujols. God, you'd almost want to walk John Jay to set up the righty-righty matchup, but with Albert coming up, probably not. So runners is second and third. John Jay, 1 for 3. Delarosio, 2-4 against the right-hander. 2-4. That's ground ball. It's going to first base. And I should have called whether the defense was playing in or not. I would have obviously said they were playing in with first base open. So 2-4, 2-4. Ground ball first base B. Playing in, what did that give me for a result? Ground ball B. Infield in. Type of ground ball. Runner on third is out. Other runners advance 1 base. I believe is what's going on there. I guess if they send him home, though, right? Is that what's I'm to take in here? The chart below refers to all ground ball situations with the exception of a bases loaded situation. The result of a bases loaded situation may be found below the chart. Okay. So on a ground ball B, result is batter safe. Runner on third is out. Other runners advance 1 base. But what if you don't advance that runner? Is he still out? Tribe fan, are you still here, buddy? Are any of my Stratomatic experts out there? Well, I guess they aren't. So, ground ball B, result is batter safe. Runner and third is out. Other runners advance 1 base. So I guess we'll go with that. So it's going to be a ground out, but you're going to go to first. Terry is going to go to third, and Rasmus will be out on the, we'll call it, it's ground out to who? I don't remember. It's been so long. Second base to catcher, I guess. So, all right. So still runners at the corners. And that brings up Pujols there as John Jay grounds to Sanchez, who throws out the runner. I guess you have to send the runner, right? It doesn't specifically say. I guess I should get some clarification on that at some point when I have my strat experts in the chat. So runners in the corners still tied 7 apiece. That is a 4-9 right-hander, and Albert has come through again. 4-9 is going to be a single to right field. Terrio is going to score. John Jay, if he tries to go, let's see, that would be a 12. Oh, Pence is a -3, but he gets a +2 for being 2 outs. So it's -1 for being held, so it takes him to a 12. -3 for Pence, +2. Yeah, it's not worth it. So it's only going to be like a 10 or maybe 11, maybe not even that high. So it's going to be a single. Terrio will come in to score. John Jay will go to second, and Albert with a single drives in a run. And that brings up Matt Holliday. Runners at first and second, 2 outs. And 3 runs given up by the Astros here in the bottom of the 7th. 2-5. 2-5 is a strikeout. That'll end it off the bat of Matt Holliday as he swings and misses. And we now go to the 8th inning with the Cardinals in front. So playing second base will be Green. Will play second base. Who? What? When? Where? How? Oh, we lost Mott. Right, we lost Mott as well. So we're gonna have to bring in. We're gonna bring in. Who's coming up? The lefty. Well, with the lefty coming up, it looks like it's gonna be Trevor Miller. Trevor Miller, the lefty, will come out of the pen. Trevor Miller, the lefty, against the left-hander Brett Wallace for the Astros. It's a 3-2 ball game. Cardinals with 3 runs in the bottom of the 7th. Take the lead. Brett Wallace. Let's see who the Astros have on the bench. Duskowitz, Downs, Michaels, Tolles, and Hall. Okay. So Cliff Lee actually it's Cliff Lee. Did I forget to? Oh, because his card got out of. Oh, that's not nice because it's Carlos Lee who's up. His card got knocked out of alignment because I put it in the wrong area. And so I brought the lefty in to face off against Carlos Lee, the right-hander, which shouldn't have been. Oh boy, and I could undo it, but that's right. We'll just leave Miller in. 110 lefty. 110. That's a ground ball down to third base. Descalso. He'll grab it. He'll throw. Snap throw. 2 pulls. And get them by a step. So Lee's out of there. Now it brings up Brett Wallace, who's 0 for 3 with the lefty on the mound. 1-6 lefty. Strike 3 called. So good pitch there by Miller. And we're to Johnson. Johnson is 1 for 3 with a double. 1 for 3 with a double. 2-8 lefty strikeout. So Miller comes in and does his job, a ground out to Descalso and 2 strikeouts. Can't ask for much more than that from Trevor Miller. That is for sure. So go to the bottom of the 8th. Del Rosario. Del Rosario. There we go. Del Rosario. What a name. Del Rosario against Berkman, the switchy. 1 for 2. He's going from the left side. He has 1 walk on the day and a single. 3 and a 10 versus a right-hander. 3-10, and that one is hit well by Berkman. Holy cow, that one is headed out into the pen. The Cardinals pin in the outfield, and they make the catch out there in the pen off the home run. Berkman with the home run and gives the Cardinals a 4-2 lead here in the bottom of the 8th. And out in the pen is warming up is Eduardo Sanchez for the Cardinals with a 2-run lead here in the bottom of the 8th. Tyler Green, defensive substitution. He ran for Alan Craig in the bottom of the 7th inning. 5-8 right-hander, 5-8, and that is a walk. So he earns himself a walk, which we will take. And that brings up Yadier Molina. Del Rosario is a +9. Quintero is a -1. You're still going to be a +5 to steal against this dude. And Green is an A stealer. So he's going to go to 1-19. So he's going to try for a steal. And he will be in there, stolen base by where is it? Stolen base. There we go. So Green goes to second on the stolen base. A stealer, Del Rosario. Do they leave Del Rosario out there? I guess Yadier Molina 0 for 3 in the day. Nobody out here in the bottom of the 8th. 1 run already in off the bat of what's his face, Lance Berkman. That is a 1-4 right-hander. 1-4. That's a ground ball hit to short. Green dives back, and Barnes decides to go across the diamond for the out. So you were going to stay on your base. It's going to go short to first for the out. And brings up Descalso, the lefty. So with Del Rocio, it'll be out. They're going to bring in Sergio Escalona, I believe. Are they going to bring in? Yeah. Okay. Escalona. Boy, they got some names, don't they? Escalona. There we are. He's going to come in to throw against Daniel Descalso, who's 1 for 2 on the day. Descalso 1 for 2. And 211 left-hander, 211, and that is going to be a single into left field. Green is a 16. Take one off. He goes to a 15. There's two. There isn't 2 out. Sorry, there's only 1 out. Plus 1 for Lee takes him back up to a 16. So they are going to send him home. And 1 to 16. Descalso's single. They're going to they're going to try and throw him out at the plate. They have to. No! Tyler Green's in there safe on the single. Going to second on the throw home will be Descalso. Green scores, and the Cardinals get 2 more runs. They have come alive here in the last couple innings. 3 runs in the 7th, 2 in the 8th. Pitcher spot is up, so Miller will be done. And coming in to face off against the lefty will be Mark Hamilton for the Cardinals. Mark Hamilton. No, it will not be Hamilton, actually. My bad. It'll be Gerald Laird. Gerald Laird, the righty, will come in. So Laird comes in. 2 more men on the bench, Hamilton and Pete Cosma. So Descalso on second, Laird at the plate, Escalona, the lefty, pitching for the Astros. They're down 5-2 all of a sudden. 1-4 lefty, and oh my gosh, that is trouble. That is a perfect column for Gerald there. That's going to be a double into center field. Descalso will come in to score. A double. Descalso comes in to score. It's now 6-2 ball game. Cardinals were unable. They were no hit through 4 innings, and now all of a sudden they're up 6-2. That brings up Terrio. He's 1 for 3 with the double, and Escalona, the lefty, and they're going to have to pull him because they do have a lefty coming up, so they will let him pitch against Terrio and see if he'll go against Jay, and then he'll be done. Terrio, oops, hit that one foul. Terrio 1 for 3 with the double. 5-7 right-hander. 5-7 is a strikeout. So a big strikeout there. And that brings up John Jay. So hopefully Escalona can get through this. But they're down 3 runs in the 7th, 3 in the 8th. The Cardinals have stormed back here after being no hit through 4 innings. Unbelievable. 4-10 versus the lefty, and that's a fly ball center field, and Bourne will make the catch. But the damage has been done. 3 more runs here in the bottom of the 8th, and now Eduardo Sanchez comes in for the Cardinals to try and win this one for the home team. Clint Barnes is 2 for 3. He is a right-hander. Sanchez is a righty. They have any lefties in the... They have 1 lefty. 1 lefty. And they will be able to get to the pitcher spot, who's due up third. They might need a couple pinch hitters, though. Let's see who we have. Brian Bogisevic. Brian Bogisevic is an option. Downs. Do we have a Downs? Matt Downs. Michaels. Let's see here. It's a pitcher card that doesn't belong up here. Let's see here. Michaels. I don't see a Michaels. They have Jose Altuve, but he's not on the team right now or whatever. Jason Michaels and Tolles, J.R. Tolles, and B. Hall. Those are everyone they have on the bench. So let's take a look and see. You got a lefty, a righty, a righty, a righty, and a righty. So one lefty, four right-handers. 211 average, 164, 199, 276, and 287. So there's your best two bets right there. Although, yeah, those are your two best bets. You're going to need two. So we'll hold them out. We're going to let Barnes hit for now, but we'll probably replace Quintero and the pitcher spot and see how it goes. All right, Clint Barnes. Astros down. Their last 3 outs are down 4 runs all of a sudden. 3 runs by the Cardinals in the bottom of the 7th to take the lead, and then 3 more insurance runs in the bottom of the 8th. Clint Barnes against Eduardo Sanchez. 5'8", righty, 5'8". That's a ground ball, second base, X Green. Oh boy. He's brought in, but he's not great defender. At second base, he is, I got to flip my chart around. Second base, he's an E32 at second. 11, 15, 17, or 18. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's not on there. But again, the 20-sider is going to fail us. A 4 and a 3, that is going to be a single by Barnes. And he gets on. So Barnes is on. Quintero, 240 average. He is the catcher. If we bring someone in, who's the catcher? Who's their backup? Let's assume they come back and win. Okay, it's J.R. Tolles is probably their backup catcher. All right. So we will take out Quintero. And we're going to replace him with Brian Bogisevic. Sorry, I don't know how to pronounce this guy's name. So Visitor is going to bring in Bogisevic for Quintero. There we go. So runner first. Lefty comes in to face off against Sanchez here in the top of the 9th. That is a 4-8 lefty. 4-8 strikes him out. So all that work for nothing. And then finally, for the pitcher spot, it's going to be Matt Downs with the last out. Or is it Hall? I forget. It is, it's this guy, Matt Downs. Yeah. So Matt Downs is going to come in for the pitcher spot. 2 out. I'm sorry, 1 out here in the top of the 9th inning. 6-2 Cardinals. 4-3 right-hander. 4-3 is a ground ball. That one's going to second. Green scoops it up, throws to Terrio. Terrio on to Pujols, and that is going to do it. 4-6-3 on the ground out. And the Cardinals are going to win this one for the hometown fans, and the fireworks are starting to go off here for the Cardinals here at the home ballpark. They're going to take this one 6-2 against the Astros, who had a very, very good start to this game and not a very good end. So let's go ahead and get that box score going for you guys. And we're going to hit save it. This is game number 44. 44. Save. All right. Lance Berkman left the yard for the St. Louis Cardinals and defeated the Houston Astros with a score 6-2 at Busch Stadium. St. Louis jumped on top to stay in the 7th inning with 3 runs on 2 hits. Alan Craig led off as he reached on an error. After an out was recorded, Daniel Descalso came to the plate and drew a walk. Colby Rasmussen drew a walk to load the bases. Terrio fouled next, and he double scored 2 teammates. 1 out later, Albert Pujols stepped to the plate and he slapped a single, scoring the final run of the inning. Houston had 11 hits in the game, while St. Louis only had 8, but St. Louis had the more timely hits. Jason Mott, 2-0, allowed 2 runs on 2/3 of an inning and picked up the victory. Del Rosio, 0-2, took the loss in relief. He allowed 3 hits and 1 walk in 1 inning. And there you go. The Cardinals win another one. The Cardinals go to 29-15, while the Astros drop to 18-25. Let's check out our league report here. The Yankees still 3.5 up on Boston. They're just killing it. 29-12 versus 22-19 in real life. Chicago, what? Look at these White Sox. Holy cow. In real life, they were 19-25. They were in 4th place in their division. They are 13 games up. What are we in? Game 44. They're 13 games up on Kansas City, Detroit, Minnesota, and Cleveland. Holy cow. And look at Cleveland, 12-28. In real life, they were 26-14. It just keeps getting wider and wider spread there. As Chicago keeps winning and Cleveland keeps losing. Holy cow, I cannot believe that. Record for the White Sox here in 2011. They have got the best record in the league by 3 games better than everyone else. The White Sox. Maybe we should do a White Sox replay. Texas, 2 games up on Oakland. In the National League, it is the Braves 4 up on the Finns. St. Louis 5.5 up on Milwaukee. We have a very respectable 29-15 record, which is tied. 29-15, we have tied the Yankees for 2nd place, and we tied the Braves for 2nd place. 2nd best. We have less losses than the Braves, but more losses than the Yankees. The Yankees are not playing a lot of games. All right, well, there you go. What interesting things going on. Did you answer the trivia question? Yes, I answered the trivia question. You got it right. It was Don Drysdale. You were correct. And yes, I want to bow down to the trivia master. You know you are correct. All right, thanks, guys, for showing up. Clinton, Tribe Fan, all my friends out there, thanks for coming by. We'll see you all next time. Game 44 is in the books. The Cardinals come back with 7 runs in the 3rd. 3 runs in the 7th and 3 runs in the 8th. Take this one at home, 6-2 against the Astros. We'll see you all next time. Thanks for watching, guys.